Hello everyone, this is a general reading for Pisces, and I'm going to start this reading by spraying some beautiful essence around to bless the cards, bring the angels and raise the vibrational energies. And first card that came up for you, Pisces, is the Four of Pentacles. And what drew my eye was the grey clouds. And I feel for you that it's the grey clouds that are holding on. It's making you hold on for a more fulfilling time. And this represents January to February, holding on to your pentacles for a more fulfilling time when you can get out there into the city and enjoy yourself more. This is followed by the Queen of Wands, and we see what my eye is drawn to is the golden pyramids there in the background. So this refers to a mystical person. Also the lions, represent strength. So the Queen of Wands, it's an outdoorsy person, someone who loves animals, and they're an outgoing person, someone who's optimistic and secure and mystical too. That's what the black cat represents. They're generally kind and a lucky person as well. So this represents you around February to March. And this Queen of Wands is holding a sunflower, and the blue sky represents is going to be quite a happy and a fulfilling time for you. When you move on into March, you will feel the change, I'm sure. The card that followed this, all these cards have been blessed, by the way, before I started, even before I was speaking at the beginning. The Sun, of course, beautiful card. And for you, Pisces, this is representing you in the period, a time of growth. This is following March, so around sort of April, May time. It's a happy card, as I said, the sun's shining down on you. And around springtime, Pisceans period, birthday period time, you feel the freedom to explore now. So as I said, it's a time of growth. We see this baby representing, for me, I see purity there, going back to the feeling you would have had as a child. Say when you discovered a new toy, or you could have been learning some lessons as a child and about a new toy, or these days it'd be a mobile phone, I expect. And there's sunflowers in the background, 3, so, and there a 4th one on its own. This may be somebody who spent a lot of time on their own in their youth. But for you, at this time, springtime, it represents a time of growth. And the orange card represents the sacral chakra, which is the sacred union, represents the sacred union between male and female. So you could well be, although it's a picture of a baby, it represents your feelings inside in your heart. So it could be a time of abundance and a time of meeting a loved one. It's not strictly, it's more love of life you'll be expressing around springtime, as I said. That's in your current to upcoming energies, and this is followed by the upcoming energies. And it's the 5 of Pentacles. But this card represents somebody who's feeling left out in the cold. And despite the 5 of Pentacles, which, as everybody knows, represents money, finance, investments, You're being advised to look at the bigger picture. Despite your feeling hard done by, why? The question comes to mind, why? Because there really is no need. You do have some money there, and money probably, possibly invested, and so there's really no need for these feelings. But sometimes these feelings can just come on, and if we don't act and take some action to bring ourselves out of that mode, then it is just a feeling that's, we've got to put it in the past basically, and onwards and upwards, look towards a better time. That's not for all Pisceans, by the way. And this is followed by the Page of Cups. So we see somebody looking at a fish and wishing they had the freedom to just swim in through their emotions. But it can represent this person standing on golden sand. And there's a golden cup there. So, but in your golden cup is a fish. So it represents the, what can I say? Fleeting emotions, how they can come and go, which is quite, we're expecting as this card, as I said to you, it will come. It could just be something that just comes and goes away very quickly. So the Page of Cups represents your feelings at this time. And I had a song come to me, which was, getting closer to your feelings. And I feel that it's time for you to make a wish, because I had the song come in my mind, wishing and hoping, thinking and praying. It goes on, the kisses will start, that will get you into my heart, something like that. So it could also be a wish fulfilled. So it'd be a good idea for you to, around April, May time, to make a wish, because it could well come true. That's what I'm being told. Moving on, it looks like your wish has come true because you got the Star card. And the Star card is, you can't get much better than the Star card. It's, the numbers come to 17, which equals an 8 when it's broken down. But it represents the 7 chakras in the body. But for me, 7 represents serendipity. Now, Archangel Michael stepped in and said, it does represent healing, and you're needing balance in life at this time now. So most likely around June time, getting on to summertime, you need some balance in your life, because this angel, you can see, is pouring water evenly on land, looking at the birds in the tree. So it should be a happy time. And there's pink mountains in the distance, which represents romance. Not necessarily, as I always say, between male and female, but it could be that you need more romance in your life. But the star is at the top there, shining for you, is the biggest star there. So make a wish. It may well come true. And in what's coming unexpectedly, I'm always surprised when this comes out, for anybody really. It's the 3 of swords raining down, the reminding you of karmic. It's a karmic card of karma. The card traditionally represents heartbreak and loss, but it represents, in reality, past losses, thoughts of past losses that need clearing out. So it's a karmic card, and you can do that yourself. Release, get in touch with your higher self, pray, meditate, or simply decide that you are releasing from your heart any past. You can just say, dear God, please release any past heartbreak that's coming up to me now. Any negativity attached to that, I release it now. And the card that followed this is a really good card because it's the Ace of Swords, and it represents victory. And the message is beginnings, a new beginning for you, new ideas. It's a card of success. And the grey clouds there represent the past. So it's almost like you're holding out with the past. You're holding that sword with that divine prayer I just gave you. But you're holding the sword up, the crown of victory. You will overcome these past regrets because something much better is on the way for you, Pisces. But being a water sign, you do hang on to your emotions, and you do keep your emotions yourself. And that's what this card, the King of Cups, represents. We've got the sneaky eel on the side there, could represent your thoughts of the past, and there's a ship coming in across the sea there, the wavy sea, and this king's got their foot dipped into the waters. And it looks like he's deep in thought too. But you've got a golden cup and a golden scepter and a golden and red crown, which is creativity. It looks like you've got real true blessings coming to you this year. I feel for you, Pisces. Not everybody, but the majority of you. So I'm going to pull a card. Bless the cards. Mother, Father, God, Divine, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Archangels, please bless these cards and bring a final card for Pisces. Show us what Pisces needs to know at this moment in time. Yes. You're being handed, you've got 3 cups there, which represents your emotions, and a golden cup is being held out to you. It looks like a bigger card, golden cup being held out to you. So, as I said, there's a much better life on the way to you. And I'm feeling it's going to be much more romantic than it is now. You have, you're wearing a red, this person is wearing a red shirt. So get in touch with your higher self and you'll realise even the tree is golden that you're sitting at meditating. We were talking about meditating just now on grasping that big golden offer that's on the way to you, or you have it, if it could well be in your life already. Grab the golden cup. Pisces. So I'm going to, I've got the Pisces, your opposite sign, Virgo, very different to Pisces. Virgo's an earth sign. So there's your opposite sign. And I'm going to ask for, please show us a message from Pisces, for Pisces, or from their opposite sign, Virgo. And you're being advised to take advice from your opposite sign, and it will enhance your life this year. of sending a message for from your own higher self. And the soul lesson is peace through wisdom. Pisces have got plenty of wisdom. They're the most psychic sign in the zodiac. I often wish I was a Pisces. And the message is from White Eagle. He's a guide of mine. He came to me when I was in a lot of pain, spinal pain, and I put my hands together, looked up through the window into the sky, and I said, please, God, heal me. And White Eagle came through on horseback. He was an Indian. And I looked up the name White Eagle, and it's a worldwide organisation, and I've been following it ever since. And he's a very close guide of mine, gives me some wonderful messages. But the message to you today, Pisces, is never regret the episodes. This is very apt. Never regret the episodes in your life that you feel have been unjust. Never wonder if a certain course of action was unwise. You learned a lesson from it. This is the important point. You are all on earth to learn, and you can only learn from experience. You need never doubt that eventually you will reap a golden harvest. Practice letting go of all unhelpful thoughts of the past, focusing on joy now. I let go, this is your affirmation, I let go of the past and use the lessons I have learned to guide any future actions. And I feel sure you will be doing just that. Pisces, I love this colour, I love the colours on there. Violet ray, I work with the violet ray. One day it was night time and I woke and saw violet rays shooting right across the room, just going backwards and forwards. Violet rays, violet rays. If that's not a message, I don't know what is. So next I'm going to get rid of my frog in my throat. And we're going to use the Super Attractor deck. I have the message of the Super Attractor. It's good to feel good. Well, of course. Angels, guides, holy ones, please show us a beautiful message that Pisces need to hear today that will help them move away from the past. This card wants to come out. When I truly surrender my desires to the universe, a mighty force of faith can set in. And there's all the colours, which you can see. Red represents creativity. Orange is the sacral relationship chakra. And violet is a very healing and also a very mystical colour. Black, which a lot of people don't really like. Black is the deepest, most spiritual colour. It's actually indigo, so it's a very mystical colour. That's the Super Attractor. So if you want to surrender my desires, it actually means hand your desires over to the universe and a mighty force of faith will set in. There you are. It's a wonderful card for you. So for the people who like their angels, I've got the Archangel cards deck. And I'm going to bless these cards. Archangels, Masters, Holy Ones, please bless these cards and show us a beautiful message from the Archangels that will help Pisces on their journey this year. Please show us a beautiful. Creative writing. This is Archangel Gabriel. Make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. So it may be something that you don't do, Pisces. And Archangel Gabriel is coming to you to say that he would like you to start a journal. It's very easy to do. You could even do one line a day. You know, you get the diaries through the year, small sections. And if you ask Archangel Gabriel to guide you, it will add power to your words. You may even start to hear and communicate with Archangel Gabriel. I certainly have. And Gabriel really helps with poetry. You might find yourself wanting to turn your words into rhyme. And I've published some of my poetry in my books. In fact, every book I've published has got poetry in it, here and there. So Gabriel, we could do the message from Gabriel. Although time's ticking away here. I think we've said enough about Gabriel anyway. If you want to know any more, just ask me on the community page. They're not numbered, so. Creative writing. Your soul longs for creative expression through writing. I can help you schedule this activity. Honour any inner nudges that guide you to write. The writing may be for your own enjoyment or may be a cathartic experience of self-expression in a private journal. Cathartic means releasing, it's a surrender of sorts, which this card said, isn't it? Surrender. That's release, a way of releasing. As you work with your connection to the written word, you may receive divine guidance to write articles or books for publication. I was just saying that, wasn't I? Call upon me at any time to guide you through this process. There you go. That's for my angel, people who love angels. My daughter's always saying to me, Mum, get back to the angels. So, the people who are not familiar with the Masters, we have the Ascended Master deck. We'll say, Mother, God Divine, Holy Ones, please, and Masters, show us a message for Pisces that will help guide them forwards on their pathway this year. Listen. The message is listen. And the Master is Manjushri. I can honestly say I don't think that card has ever come out of the deck. I used to, you can see how worn out this is. I used to use them a lot more. So we'll see what Manjushri has got to say. Listen, listen, listen. Go now. Manjushri. Listen, Manjushri. Listen, I found it. So the message from Manjushri is pronounced Manjushri. You can hear your divine guidance best by quietening yourself and listening. Shut out noisy stimulation like telephones on television and relax in a quiet place. Don't try to make anything happen. Just listen to your own thoughts and breathe and the rhythm of your heart. Then mentally ask questions of your guides and angels. Listen to the loving truth that they speak in your heart, body and mind. Listen to your own inner truths. Trust your intuition and take action accordingly. Now, it says you can have a retreat and learn how to talk to your guides and angels. So less talking, they're saying, and more listening is called for you right now, Pisces. And I'd say I tried this recently. I don't usually just ask to speak to God and sit and listen. I simply start talking to God and receive channeled messages. But I tried this because it was recommended by, I think it's the Daily Bread. They said, sit quietly and ask to speak to God and just see what comes. So you could try that, Pisces. And time's gone so fast. What I wanted to say was, with your the cards read, the tarot cards, you had 2 royal cards and you had 2 swords cards and you had 2 water cards, and that comes to a 6. That's the end of the 2s. And the only one that could be something you've got to work on is release with that, get that success, that victory card, and slice through these feelings that may be jumping in your mind this time. Now, yeah. So that's all I've got for you today, and as usual I send you lots of love, peace, healing, joy, happiness and fulfillment, Pisces, and I'll say until we speak again, bye for now.